Uh, yo, hello. Welcome to the new game, Love Sweet Garnish. If you've been on my stream, you should have known this was coming. I've laid out the plan multiple times before. That the plan is to play shorter games in between longer games, aka Irasekai and Nekopara / Love Sweet Garnish. In between, right? And of course, if you haven't been on the stream, you should go twitch.tv / and064. But the plan is Nekopara Volume 1, Love Sweet Garnish, Nekopara Volume 2, Love Sweet Garnish Volume 2, Nekopara Volume 3, and the next short game, I don't know yet. It'll either be Master Magistrate or this train game that I heard about before. That was also gifted to me by Dexter. Thank you very much for gifting all these visual novels to me. Smile, that I know nothing about. Just like this one. Haha. But without further ado, let's just get into it. I don't know anything about this game other than lollies. So, yeah. Spring vacation. It's a time of year where both excitement and worry for a brand new life come to a peak. I've moved out from the family house in the city. Now my body gently rocks as I ride the express bus. My reason for moving was simple. My father was relocated for work overseas. I decided against going with my parents and decided to go live with my grandmother. At the very least, my father's work contract would last for around 2 to 3 years. I don't want to be away from Japan that long, and rather than follow my parents to a foreign country that we're all not used to, I felt it would be better living at my grandma's house. My little sister decided to go with my parents, though. Of course, there are other reasons as to why I decided to live with my grandma, but for now, I feel like I still can't clearly say why. Oh, okay. In the blink of an eye, the overnight express bus arrives in Hanaosaka, the town where my grandma lives. I slept through the trip, so the bus ride felt as if it took no time at all. Even so, my body had tensed up and became sore all over after being confined in the tiny bus seat. Listen, it's a miracle that you got to sleep in the first place. I reminisce a bit as I stretch. When I was little, I would come here to play quite often, but after my father's work picked up, I hadn't been able to visit my grandma much. Okay, so childhood friends? I always meant to come here on my own, so maybe that's why I'm here. I really do love my grandma as well as this town. It's a bit different compared to back then. But looking around at it now still feels very nostalgic. Now that I think of it, I feel like I've walked around this area with my mother and someone else before. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I do feel like I remember something like that. Ah, god damn it. It's another game where the main character has amnesia. Having a fuzzy memory or not being able to remember things probably happens quite often for me. Maybe after living here for a bit, the memories will come back. That in my mind, I get off the bus and start walking towards my destination with the simple map my father gave me in hand. Great, yeah. Oh, here it is. As I walk around looking at my map, I find the building I'm searching for. Remembering back in my childhood memories, and from what I heard from my parents, I'm certain this is the place. It's the cafe my grandma ran. Milk Hall Caramella. Oh, great. So we're moving from a game where the main character owns a patisserie to a game where the main character moves in to a cafe ran by their relative. On the first floor is the cafe, and the second floor is where my grandma lives, of course. The house next door is also attached to the cafe. Its first floor is a normal living space, but it also has a kitchen and break space for cafe staff. Interesting. Also on the second floor is the room that used to be my father's. Looking at the building brings back memories. I had been here many times before as a child, but to see that it hasn't changed at all since then makes me somewhat happy. Currently, the cafe has a sign saying closed temporarily. My grandma collapsed just recently and hasn't been able to run it anymore. Oh, great. So, it's just like in Sugar Sweet Temptation. I'm gonna be running the cafe.
あれそこの君、ちょっといい
Oh, sorry. I'm in the way, aren't I? Just standing here. I'm suddenly called out as I stare at the closed sign. I turn around to see a beautiful girl standing there. She has a slightly grown-up soft air to her. She also has a soft art style. I can't help but feel like I know her from somewhere.
違うの。邪魔なんじゃなくて、君ってもしかして。
Uh,
ああ、やっぱりそうだわ。その顔、見覚えがあると思ったの。朝輝くんよね。
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Huh? I am Asaki. Why do you have to have that H? Ogisawa, but who are you?
お姉さんだなんて、そんな風に呼ばれるのもいいわね。なんて、浸ってる場合じゃないか。
One-chan.
私のこと覚えてないかな。昔このお店によく遊びに来てたんだけど。
Clearly not, since I don't even know your name. Let's see. Oh, hey, big sis Chisato? I mean, Chisato-san?
正解昔みたいに千里ねえって呼んでくれていいのに。
Nah, maybe. Never mind. I just called you that while I was caught up in my memories, so... I'm not a kid anymore, so it's a bit embarrassing to call you big sis.
そう？まあ残念だけど一理あるわね。久しぶりに会ったらこんなに大きくなっちゃって。
Well, like, it's a bit disappointing that I won't be able to do anything with you until the next game. What? Chisato has been beaming ever since meeting me again. Seeing her smile reminds me of the time we spent together. Chisato was a regular in my grandma's cafe, but last time I saw her, I was still in middle school. You said you were going to study to be a chef. Chef? To be a chef? So I thought you wouldn't be living here anymore, Chisato-san. She just graduated.
ああ、そういえばそんな話もしたっけ。一応ね、1年くらいは都心で働いてたんだけど、なんだかホームシックみたいになっちゃって、それでこっちに帰ってきちゃった。
Alright, so now you've got experience, so... I see.
毎日が目まぐるしく過ぎていく都会より、田舎の方が私には合ってるみたい。両親も私が帰ってきて喜んでるし、町の人たちも やっぱり私がいると安心できるとか言っちゃってさ。まあ、これでいいかなって。
That reminds me, Chisato's home is actually Kamado Shrine. Komado Shrine. Komada Shrine. I can understand that her parents and the villagers would be relieved to have her back, with her being the daughter of the well-known shrine. Parents sure were worried about you, huh, Sato-san? I wonder if mine are worried about me with us separated like this.
うちのは過保護なだけよ。可愛い子には旅をさせよって言うし、全然知らない土地じゃないし、おばあちゃんもいるんだから安心してるかもしれないわよ。
That would be nice if it's the case.
私ね、去年からカルメラを手伝わせてもらってるんだけど、おばあちゃんから聞いてなかった？
No, not at all.
そっか。君のお父さんたちの生活を邪魔したくないって言ってたから、連絡もあんまりしてなかったのかな。
Yeah, that's why we were so surprised when we heard she was in the hospital.
本当にあんまり連絡してなかったのね。
The whole family felt that they didn't want to leave Grandma alone while she was in the hospital. My parents must have felt that it was a lifesaver when I said I wanted to go back to her place.
そうだ、せっかくだからお店の中に入ってみる？立ち話もなんだしね。
Is it okay for us to go in?
ええ、もちろん。休業中だけど、毎日しないといけないことはいろいろあるの。だから鍵は預かってるんだ。
Like clean up and dispose of the rotten food. Oh, so that's why. Well then, I'd like to go in if possible.
わかったわ。それじゃあ入って。
Wow. The neatly arranged chairs and tables look so lonely in the empty cafe. When I was little, this place was always packed with lively customers.
ごめんね。今ちょっと片付けてる途中だから。
Oh, yeah.
先週会った時もね、もうすぐ君がこっちに来ること、おばあちゃん嬉しそうに話していたわよ。
Doing well? I wonder when she'll be able to come back.
すぐに退院はしたんだけどね。今まで通りの生活は難しいから、当分は近くのご親族のお宅でお世話になるって。
I see. And what'll happen to the cafe?
お店を閉めて1ヶ月以上経つんだけど、残念ながら再開するめども立たないし、このまま閉店かもって話したばかりで。
God damn it. If I had a nickel for every time I played a visual novel where the main character is going to save a business from cute girl because the person who was running the business got sick and injured because they're old, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but but I don't never mind. No way.
私も何とかしたかったんだけど、お店も昔からの常連さんが多く高齢化しててね、年々客足も減っていたの。近くに新しい飲食店も増えて、新規のお客さんもなかなか増えないしね。
Look around the closed-up milk hall Caramello. I'd heard from my grandma that this cafe was passed down from my great-great-grandfather long ago. Is it really okay for such a place to end like this? I wonder how happy he would be if grandma could return happy and healthy to reopen the cafe. It's nothing like I It's not like I came here to help Grandma reopen. And others might not be too happy with a relative that's been out of the picture for so long just barging in here. But would it be possible to open for business again?
それは、おばあちゃんが復帰できないと難しいんじゃないかな。
Well, you did say you were a chef, you wanted to be a chef, and like, you could use that experience to help me. Grandma used to talk about how she promised Grandpa that she'd protect this cafe. That's why I feel like I shouldn't close. It shouldn't close. If she recovers, I'd like it to continue on.
朝輝くん。
Sato is surprised that I would suddenly say such a thing. Even I know that what I'm proposing is unreasonable, but looking around the empty cafe space, I couldn't help myself from saying something. Sorry, saying such a crazy thing so suddenly when I don't even know how long the cafe's been closed.
そうね。驚いちゃった。でも、お店を大切にしていた気持ちを君が覚えてくれていたって知ったら、おばあちゃんきっと喜ぶわ。
That sure would be nice. Grandma has been doing well, right?
ええ、とっても。もともと元気な方だから、周りが止めないと、朝からお菓子作りを始めちゃうみたいよ。まあでも、心配させたくないから、君にはもう少し元気になってから会いたいみたいだけど。
Sure sounds like her.
気丈な人だもん。女で一つでお店を守ってきたこと、すごいわよね。私、君のおばあちゃん、かゆこさんのこと、尊敬してるんだから。
I'm quite proud of her too. I'm sure once she's a bit better, she'll want to reopen the cafe.
それは私も同じ気持ちよ。でも、お客さんが来てくれない以上、かよこさんが戻ってきて営業再開しても同じこと。
Way to get more guests. I'll think of something.
え？君がカルメラにお客さんを呼んでくれるの？
Yeah. I'll call out to them in the streets or something. I'll think of a bunch of different things. I get that I'm just a deadbeat who doesn't know anything, but I'll figure something out. Even if the cafe owner's nephew, Chisato... Even if I'm the cafe owner's nephew, Chisato must be troubled by my crazy request. I don't know how my grandma would feel about things, but I'm currently not in the position to be asking Chisato something like that. We might not be able to stop the cafe from closing, but if what I've said makes Chisato reconsider, even ever so slightly...
あのね、実は私、君に言ってなかったことがあるの。
Something you haven't told me?
ええ、実は私、かよこさんが戻ってくるまで、君に何かあればって、君とこの店の管理を頼まれたの。
That's so? Thank you.
それともう一つ。実はね、かよこさん、この春に君が来たらお店を手伝ってほしかったみたい。でも、倒れちゃったじゃない？自分がこうなった以上、それも叶わなくなったって、かよこさん、肩を落としてた。
No way. I'm here now, so I'd like to do something... I'd like to do anything and everything I can for the cafe.
いい子。それでこそ、私の尊敬するかよこさんの孫ね。
I don't need to you don't need to flatter me so much.
まっすぐな男の子になってて安心しちゃった。都会ですれてたら寂しいもの。君の気持ちは分かったわ。私は君の意見を尊重したいって思ってる。
Thanks. Thank you, Chisato-san.
もうそんなキラキラした目で見て。でもまだお店を再開できると決まったわけじゃないわよ。専門的なことは私が何とかするから、まずは君が具体的にお店をどうしたいかを考えて方向性を打ち出してみて。
How to go forward. Okay. Do you have anything that explains how this cafe was run up until now?
ええ、あるわよ。ちょっと待ってて。持ってくるから。
I don't know if the ideas of an amateur like me can get more customers. But I want to protect this cafe that my grandma wanted to continue on in the name of my grandpa. So I only have one choice. To try. Wow. After she went and grabbed me those papers, Chisato showed me to the room where I'd be staying from now on. It was the room that my dad used to use back in the day, on the second floor.
久しぶりの実家はどう？って言っても、正確にはお父さんの実家なんだよね。
Yeah. My dad left here when he started university. I did come here often when I was little, though. So it's pretty nostalgic to be at Grandma's place again. Oh, I'm pretty sure I heard that my dad's room is just as you left it when he went to university.
かよこさんに頼まれて少し片付けはしたわよ。でもほとんどそのままにしてあるわ。必要だと思うものは揃えておいたけど、何か足りないものがあったら言ってね。
You're going to all these lengths already. Thank you so much.
いいのよ。かよこさんの頼みなんだから。ねえ、君はこの町で暮らしたいと思って来てくれたの
？Yeah. My parents went overseas, but I didn't just come here because it was the only option left.
それじゃ、この町に慣れて好きになっていけるといいわね。
Thanks. I think it'll be a while until I get used to my new school, though.
新しい環境になるのって緊張するわよね。でも、新しい出会いがあるんだから、彼女とかできるかもよ。
Yeah, but like, you're good enough. Wait, that sounds bad. You could have been it. You could have been one. Huh? No way. A girlfriend is...
あ、その反応ってことは、彼女はいないんだ。モテそうなのにな。
No way. I'm not popular or anything. I start to shake. I never thought this topic would come up. It's not like I didn't talk to girls, or like I didn't want a girlfriend. It's just... It just never seemed like there were any girls interested in me. Never had a crush on anyone either, anyways.
彼女はできなくても、友達ができれば学園生活なんて楽勝よ。まあ、最初は頑張る必要があるけどね。
Yeah. I'm going to do my best and get out there and talk with everyone.
その気持ちがあるなら大丈夫。でも、もしダメだったら、私の後輩を紹介してあげるから、安心して。
You don't need to do that at all. Do all that for me. I'm happy to already have you as my friend.
あら、 嬉しいこと言ってくれるじゃない。天然なのか、それとも
But I didn't mean anything like by that. I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean anything by that.
真面目ね。でも、お姉さんそういう子、結構好きよ。
I feel like I might respond to her by saying she likes guys like me, but if I say something, I feel like I'd just egg her on. You keep teasing me, but you even have a boyfriend yourself, Chisato-san?
やるわね。そんな切り返しをされると、手も足も出なくなっちゃうわ。
Well, then I guess we're perfect for each other. What? In other words, you're no better off than me then.
今の私に恋愛はいいの。それよりも君の協力でお店が再開できるかもしれないんだし、そっちが大事かな。
Yeah, you're right. I'll think of a way to get this place back on its feet.
ええ、お願いね。わからないことがあったら何でも聞いて。そうだ、せっかくだからアドレス交換しときましょうか。かやこさんが戻るまでお店のこと以外もいろいろ頼まれてるしね。
Ah, yeah. Let's exchange emails then. Both take out our smartphones and trade emails. Reassuring to see the name Chisato Umada in my contacts.
それじゃあ私はそろそろ帰るわね。あ、夕飯は冷蔵庫に入ってるから温めて食べてね。
Oh? Didn't make it yourself, did you?
うちで私が夕飯当番だったから多めに作って持ってきておいたの。
Right, yeah. Extra. I see. Thank you.
もうお礼なんかいいの。ついでなんだから。それじゃあ帰るけど、何かあったら遠慮せずすぐに連絡してね。
Will do. Thank you. It was all a given to Chisato, but to let me know about how my grandma is doing, how life would be for me here, I'll never be able to tell her just how thankful I actually am. I begin to read the papers on Milk-All Caramella as I eat the dinner Chisato made. Reading them, I'm able to get a sense of the origin of the cafe's name, the layout, and what type of items were on the menu. Seems like Milk-All Caramella was chosen because of its calming ring, and the fact that it doesn't serve alcohol. My cheeks curl up into a smile as the thought of how my grandparents' kindness was reflected in it. The menu items seemed like something you'd find at an old-style cafe, so you could definitely feel its age. I'll have to update the menu a bit. I wrote down ideas and various points in the notebook prepared for me while giving the documents a quick look over. Okay, I think I get how things are a bit now. A bit more now. To start, I think making the cafe name a bit easier to understand would be good. Milk-All apparently means that the place doesn't serve alcohol, but those that aren't familiar with the term... But to those who aren't familiar with the term, it might be hard to understand it's a cafe. And Caramella means garden in Italian. Apparently it reflects the atmosphere of the cafe well, so I think it'd be good to keep that part. The new name I've thought up for the cafe is Tea Lounge Caramella. way it's easy to understand that it's a cafe, but the roots of the name don't change to so that regulars and past guests understand that it's the same place as before. I still need to discuss this with my grandma, so I don't know if this name will stick. But if this is a potential way to draw in new customers, then I want to try it. I guess rebranding would draw in new customers. I also want to leave the old favorites on the menu, but try my hand at giving them a new touch as well. The young touch. Never mind. Huh? How'd it get so late? I don't know if it was because I was finally able to calm down and collect my ideas, but a yawn escaped from me. Oh, that's what it was. Because I was so focused on the task at hand, I completely lost track of time. I'll walk for a bit longer, take a bath, and then get ready for bed. I think about all that while still reading over the papers when something catches my eye. I haven't noticed it before, but it looks like a note from when the menu was decided. Cup of coffee for a customer's tranquil afternoon, topped with the sweetness of true love's devotion. This be something Grandpa wrote for Grandma back in the day. Maybe they started up Milk Hole Caramella with these thoughts in mind. Flip through the pages with this in my head until I come to a page with photos attached to it. There are many ranging from old to new. This must be from when Grandma and Grandpa were still young. Both Grandpa and Grandma, along with their customers, were all smiles. Reading those words from before and seeing this photo, I realized that Caramella was a place well loved by the townspeople. What a nice cafe. I don't want Caramel to close. Looking at these photos has only made this feeling stronger inside of me. My field of vision sways back and forth, side to side. Okay. And he's gonna die. He's passing out. I feel my eyelids grow begin and my consciousness begin to fade away. Maybe I'm remembering something from the past. What? A memory from when I visited the town when I was little. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I think it's from when I went to my dad's home. The place I am now to visit my grandpa's grave. My parents and grandma talked about what to do about the future of things. They talked about how my grandma being on her own was a concern. If she should come live with us or continue the cafe by herself. I thought that she should do whatever she wants, but because I was just a kid, I had no say in the matter. I went to a nearby park on my own, thinking it would be best for me to not intrude on the conversation. There, I met a young girl. Oh, okay. Right, yeah, so this is how memories work, guys. You know, you feel like you're about to fucking die, and then you have a flashback, and you know, everyone knows that. That girl, she was crying. You don't need to cry anymore. I don't know why you're crying in the first place, but you stop crying. Really okay. Don't cry. She looked over this way, still crying, almost as if she was scared of something. She was around the same age as me, so I was hoping maybe we could play together. Maybe there was some way I could cheer her up. Hey. I got something cool to show you. Just wait a bit, I'll be right back. I sprinted off. Without even listening to her response, I ran off to Grandma's house, grabbed a certain something, and dashed back to the park. I returned, out of breath. She was still in the park, waiting. Sorry, I made you wait on your own. Good question. While waiting for me, she had stopped her crying, even though hesitant. What? She finally started speaking. My name is Ogisawa Asaki, with a H. You can figure out where the H is. I'm just visiting my grandma's house, so I don't live here. So I don't live around here. What's your name? And then the flashback ends. Just what was that girl's name again? Yeah, you're right. He doesn't. It's all because she can't. It's all because she said that I can't remember her name now, bro. You disappoint me. She kept glancing at me bashfully. You think so? My name is pretty. Your name is pretty rare too. Name. Yeah, I've never met anyone named Girl before. Yeah, it's the first time I've met anyone with that name. Girl. Sounds exotic. Ooh. I heard a small cute sound. The cheeks of the girl in front of me flushed bright red as she looked at me. No. Yeah, are you hungry? As if it was resisting the words of the embarrassed girl, the same sound came from her stomach. Perfect timing. You know, my grandma is really good at making yummy desserts. She runs the store. Yeah, a store that sells tea and dessert. A cafe is what it's called, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should have put a young voice on Asaki. But I also only have the brat voice. Hang on. It's probably that store. Never mind. Have you heard this before? Have you had this before? I pull out my favorite dessert, which I grabbed from the house grandma's... Wait. Grandma's black bean daifuku made from mochi. She'd definitely be happy after having that. But when I tried to give her the daifuku, she looked at me with a troubled expression. What's wrong? It's sticky and it gets everywhere. Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. Again, I heard that cute sound. It's almost as if it was on cue after looking at the daifuku. I took another daifuku out with my other hand and decided to have one first to show her. Yep. Really yummy. Grandma's daifuku really is special. Okay, what is bro's? Yep. I usually don't like the red bean paste on the inside of daifuku too much, but I can eat grandma's because it's so yummy. She continued to stare at me as I answered her and ate more of the daifuku. Did you want to try some?
じゃあ、ちょっとだけ。
Okay, go ahead.
ありがとう。いただきます。
She nodded, her head slightly hesitantly and ever so slowly. She put the black bean daifuku into her mouth. How is it? Her eyes shone. From that alone, I knew her answer. Just a single bite. You could tell Grandma's daifuku was special.
おいしい。こんなお餅食べたことない。
You can eat yummy stuff like this all the time at Grandma's store.
すごい。君のおばあちゃん、魔法使いみたい。
I'm sure Grandma would be happy to hear that. Is your tummy better now? If you're still hungry, you can have mine too. What is my voice?
もっと食べたいけど、大丈夫。
I'm glad to hear it.
今度、お母さんと一緒にまた行ってみる。お餅、もっと食べたいから。
The mochi dessert you had earlier is named black bean daifuku.
豆大福。わかった。覚えとく。お餅とあんこ、食べられるようにしてくれて、ありがとう。
No problem.
あとね、一緒に遊ぶ？
Yeah. We had met and played together once, and only for a few hours until the sun went down. But thanks to Grandma's daifuku, I was able to make a friend in this town, even if only for a bit. I wonder if she's still doing well. Maybe I'll meet her all of a sudden again one day. Maybe I'm making too much out of it. It's a small town, so it wouldn't be that crazy for us to meet again. So certainly, it should be okay for me to look forward to it. After all, I met her again in my dreams tonight, but I still don't remember her name. So, you know. Hello. Koini Kanmi or Soyete or Love Sweet Garnish. Next morning, Chisato went out of her way to come over and make me breakfast. When I was living with my family, I'd usually be on my own for breakfast, so it was nice to be able to enjoy the morning with her. Thanks for everything yesterday, Chisato-san.
頼まれたんだからちゃんとお世話しないとね。それにしても、君ってお料理ができたのね。さっき手際よく手伝ってくれたから驚いちゃった。
I had to cook for myself when I was with my family, so I just did things how I always do them, is all.
謙遜しなくてもいいの。でも、家事がしっかりできるってモテポイントよ。
What? It's not like I was trying to.
冗談よ、冗談。それより、昨日は遅くまで頑張ってたの？なんだか少し眠そうだけど。
Yeah, I'm not too sure when I fell asleep. I was able to figure out what direction I'd I'd like the cafe to go in though. This is what I have so far, but did you take a look over it? I hand a rather surprised Chisato 3 sheets of loose leaf paper with my plans for the cafe's remodeling.
すごいわ。一晩でこれだけ考えたんだ。それじゃ、おばあちゃんに見せる前に確認させてもらうわね。
Got it. Thanks. This is pretty nerve-wracking. As Chisato's eyes skim over the pages, I get more and more nervous. I thought that my plans looked fine, but who knows? It's shit. What the fuck are you thinking?
年齢層の高い常連さんを大事にしつつ、新しく若いお客様を取り入れるのね。そのためにお店の名前も少し変えて、可能な範囲のみ改装してからリニューアルオープン。
Yeah, instead of just opening right back up, I thought that it would be better to do some remodeling first, and then reopen. And that way more people would be interested in the cafe again. Wouldn't be too strange if we were to change the cafe's name at the same time too.
そうね。急に名前を変えるのも変だし、リニューアルに合わせてなら今までと違う層にもアピールできそう。そのためにドリンクを刷新、新しいお菓子も用意すると。
Yeah, instead of changing up the entire menu, I thought it would be best if we left some things the same.
馴染みの常連さんに優しく、新しいお客様にも気に入ってもらえるように。なるほどね。
I can't believe it. How someone like me, who just came to this town yesterday, could present such detailed plans to rebuild this cafe, just after looking at some old documents. They're only rough drafts, but it shows how serious I am to Chisato and Grandma.
お店の資料を本当にしっかり読み込んだのね。
Yeah, I think I could have come up with more realistic plans if I actually had some experience working here, but...
いいえ、十分すぎるわ。
Huh? Really?
ええ、私も意見を出すつもりだったんだけど、ほとんど先回りされちゃった。新メニューを開発したいっていうのも私の考えと同じよ。かよこさんにも以前から相談していたの。
Really? What kind of menu changes did you have in mind, Chisato-san?
和風の良さとモダンな感じ。それと若い人にも受けそうな。もうそんな目で見ないで。私だって具体的じゃないって分かってるんだから。
Man, Chisato, I only just got here, and my ideas are better than yours. Either way, let's ask a bunch of people their opinions while making this new menu, okay?
そうね。君の同級生とか、まさにカルメラに欠けてる客層なのよ。君が学園に通い始めたら、クラスの子とかにいろいろ聞いてみてもらえない？どんなお菓子をよく食べるのか、好きなお菓子は何かとか、そういう感じで。
Got it. I'll do as much as I can. As for the remodeling, if Grandma wants to leave things the way they've always been, that's fine too.
あ、それも大丈夫だと思うの。かよこさんが入院する前、お店を閉店させるとか考えてなかった頃に、そろそろリフォームも必要ねって話をしてたから。
Really? Why though?
お店ができてから随分経つからいろいろ傷んできているし、 昔の建物だから段差も大きくて、かよこさんが歩きにくいって言ってたの。これからも続けるなら、どのみち修繕はしないといけなかったのよ。もちろん、最終的にはかよこさんが決定することだけど、これを見たら、きっと大丈夫だと思うわ。
Thanks. That's good to hear. On that note, I'd actually like to be able to talk to Grandma face to face, but
私、この後かよこさんのところに行くんだけど、それじゃあ一緒に行きましょうか。
oh, would be it okay? Would it be okay to go on such short notice, though? Grandma said she wanted to see me once she was feeling a bit better, right?
大丈夫。心配させたくなくて言ってただけよ。君の顔を見たら、きっとすぐ元気になっちゃうんだから。
Don't worry, I'm sure she'll get much better as soon as she sees your face.
でも、君がお店を手伝ってくれるって聞いたら、大喜びして血圧が上がっちゃうかも。かよこさんには、ゆっくり教えてあげないとね。
Just kidding. If she sees you on such short notice, she's gonna die of a heart attack. You're right. I have no clue if she'll approve of my ideas. Grandma might even just want to close up shop now. I've given it some serious thought. Somehow I want to be able to reopen Caramella, increase customers, and bring it back to its former glory. It'll be tough trying to balance things along with school. I'm sure I'll be able to manage it. Grandma will be back soon, and Chisato will be helping out too.
もしもガルメロを再オープンさせることになったら、君が店長代理ってことになるから。
Yes. Huh? I'm still just a student, though. Is that right?
だって、かよこさんの孫だし、こんなに計画を考えてくれたし、私はただのお手伝いだし。
But you've been here far longer than me.
私は厨房で一番偉い人。君はお店で一番偉い人。OK?
Oh, okay, I guess. I guess I can't just leave everything for Chisato to handle. I need to take responsibility for things too. Got it. I'll do my best.
さすがは男の子。それと、新しいアルバイト募集をかけて、君の目で面接をしてくれる？
Uh-oh. That's right. It'd be way too much for the two of us to handle alone. I can't watch the shop in the afternoon since I have school too.
それと、朝輝くんは私に敬語を使わないこと。いい？
Yes, yeah, gotcha, Chisato-san.
そうそう、そんな感じ。
I guess she had noticed how I was holding back a bit. But no matter how much I thank her, it's not enough. She had done so much for me just between yesterday and today. I mean, someone like her who is so caring and supportive means so much to me as I start my new life away from my parents. Okay. You're gonna... There it is. I'm glad Grandma seemed to be doing better than I thought. Oh, we're just gonna skip past that.
そうね。今日は今までの中で一番元気だったかも。きっと君の顔を見たからね。
Yeah, she was a bit surprised when I brought up the cafe, but she looked happy about it too.
私も嬉しかった。かよこさん、やっぱりまだお店を続けたかったのね。本当の気持ちを知ることができてよかった。
Grandma seemed really happy when Chisato and I were talking about the cafe. She wouldn't stop grinning and agreeing with what we had to say. I was a tad embarrassed. It was a tad embarrassing, but being able to hold Grandma's hand for the first time in a while was reassuring.
かよこさんもお店を続ける気みたいだし、これから本格的にいろいろ頑張らなくちゃね。
Yeah, I'll give things some more thought too. Grandma had a lot of good ideas to add.
そりゃ、新しいお客様が増える案なら大歓迎だからね。お店の名前もメニューも昔のものが残ってるから悪くないって思ってもらえたんだと思う。
This is just the start though. We have more than enough things to do now.
そうね。まずはカルメラ再開のために私は改装のことを考えてみようかしら。
Sorry to have to push all that onto you.
大丈夫。何も心配しないで。常連さんや顔見知りに工務店の人もいるし、その辺はいろいろ私が話をしてくるわ。
Thanks, Chisato-san. I'll handle the new menu changes, if that's alright.
ええ、それじゃあそっちをお願いね。私、これからちょっと工務店に行ってくる。
What, already?
ジェンは急げよ。何かあったらすぐに連絡するからね。
Ah, gotcha. Thanks for handling it. Chisato sure is full of enthusiasm about this. I've got to do as much as I can to help out too. Next day, the contractors came by to the shop after Chisato had contacted them the previous day about the remodeling.
井上さん、早速ありがとうございます。すっごく助かります。
We were invoiced $3,000 to fix the floor. Ah, shit. Thank you so much for taking this job. I'll be helping out with the cafe while going to school, but I'm sure I'll have some questions for you while the remodeling goes on.
お、かよこさんの孫だな。朝輝くんだっけ？大きくなったな。おじさんのこと覚えてるか？
Hey, you're not important enough to have a character sprite. I don't think I remembered you.
まあ顔を見たのは子供の頃だからな。覚えてなくても仕方ない。気にするな。今回はこっちも世話になるよ。よろしくな。
No problem. It'll be nice working together.
君が考えてくれた案をもとに、昨日リフォームの内容をだいたい決めてもらったの。
Wow, really? I'm glad.
これが図面になるんだが。
ね、悪くない感じでしょ？店内を今よりもう少し明るくして、段差を減らして、あとは補修も少し。
And the cost of all this is...
大丈夫。ちゃんと予算内でリフォームするよ。うちのかみさんもカルメラが再オープンするって知って喜んでたからな。
Right.
井上さんの奥さん常連さんでしたからね。再オープンしたらまたモーニング食べに来てもらわなくちゃ。
昨日その話をしたばかりだよ。このまま閉店じゃなくてよかったなーってな。
千里ちゃん聞いたわよ。大木荘さんの息子さん帰ってきてるんだって。
宮島さん、しばらくぶりです。そうなんです。彼がその息子さん。
My name's Atsuki Ogisawa. The H is silent. It's nice to meet you.
あらあら、お父さんに似ていい男じゃない。
Hang on, don't RR me. Huh? You're not my dad?
ええ、同級生だもの。お父さん町でも評判だったのよ。勉強もできたし、町の行事もいろいろ手伝ってたし。
Really? This is my dad's hometown. It's obvious that people would know him. It's strangely uncomfortable to hear things about my dad that I didn't know, though.
それに私、カルメラの常連だったのよ。今は閉店しちゃってて寂しいんだけど。
そのカルメラ、今度リニューアルオープンするんですよ。しかもその案を朝輝くんが出してくれたんです。
まあ、ほんと？さすがは扇沢さんの息子さんね。しっかりしてるわ。
Well, it's really no big deal. I just put any ideas that came to mind down.
それがいい案だったんじゃないか。店の名前も喫茶やカルメラってちょっとハイカラにするんだよな。
あらまあ、それじゃあ新しくなったらまた通わないと。
ぜひよろしくお願いします。新しいお客様を増やしたいからメニューはちょっと変わりますけど、定番は残しますから。
みんなにも知らせないといけないわね。チラシとか配るなら手伝うわよ。
そうだな。うちの店でも配ろうか。今うちが手掛けてるって言いながら紹介できるしな。
Are you sure? That'd be a huge help. Inoue-san and Miyajima-san both seem to be very excited about the cafe. Even more so, they're being very kind towards me. I feel like it's not just because I'm my father's son or grandma's grandson either. Almost as if they're saying that it's okay to think of this town as my home or something like that. A warmth fills my chest that I think that maybe I'm no longer just a stranger in this town. I'll do my best to make this a cafe that everyone can enjoy meeting at again.
その息よ。さあ、それじゃあリフォーム前にやらなきゃいけないことやっちゃいましょうか。
Yeah. Wait, what things?
今日はそのために来てもらったのよ。家具とか食器類とかリフォーム前にフロアから運び出さないとね。
Got it. Let's do our best.
の、そういうことなら手伝うぞ。人が足りないならまだ何人か呼ぼうか。
私も手伝うわよ。何からしたらいい？
もうお二人ともありがとうございます。それじゃあ
I have to work hard for both Grandma's sake. For both Grandma's sake and for all the townsfolk who love this shop. Though I was a bit crazy in just a single day, we were able to get a lot of things done. We had made the first few steps towards Caramella's reopening. The budgeted schedule had been confirmed, and the reopening was scheduled for the end of August. April. The logo for Tea Parlor Caramella was redesigned. And we had ordered paper napkins and coasters with it on them. What? In one day? All we need now is some more part-time help. Minus Chisato. The previous staff had all quit when Caramella shut down. We desperately needed some more staff. After getting permission, we were planning to put up some posters advertising the cafe's reopening, and that that we're looking for new part-timers on the cafe's bulletin board. I don't think that that'll be enough to actually get applications, though. Either way, it's better than doing nothing. I really hope that we get some awesome staff to help out with the cafe. On that note, the flashback.
ねえ、君の学園にいる子がバイト志望で来たらどうする？
Huh? Well, yeah, as long as they fit the job, I'd be good with that, but
いいわね。同じ学園に通う男女。偶然にも同じバイト先で過ごす毎日。青春って感じ？
youth. Spending every day together working at the same place doesn't mean anything special will happen, though. Well, you know, this is an eroge, so...
そうかしら。ほら、親密になるきっかけって同じ時間をどう過ごすかじゃない。
Jeez, start with that sort of talk already.
もったいないな。学生なのよ。二度と戻らないシーズンなのよ。
Making too much of a big deal out of it, Chisato-san. There's always next year, too.
ダメよ。同じ春は二度とないの。次の春が来たら成長した自分になってるんだから。
Why are you pushing this so much?
ほら、甘酸っぱさみたいな。そういうのを身近で感じたいなって。
Please don't force your crazy expectations onto me like that.
私は君を温かく見守ってフレッシュな風を感じたいのよ。まあでも人が多い街じゃないしね。募集をかけてもすぐには集まらないだろうし、1ヶ月は様子見かもね。
Back to the present. Sato wouldn't stop talking about the possibility of me meeting a girl I like at school, but I wonder if she's interested in anyone. You. The fact that Chisato not seeing anyone right now feels mysteriously reassuring to me. Well, I guess if someone from school was to work here, we'd become friends, but I don't think that what Chisato was hinting at will happen. I'm not that good at maintaining friendships, and there haven't really been any girls that I've been interested in. It's not like I have time to think about things like that right now. Anyway, there's nothing saying that a girl would apply to the cafe either. Though I do wonder if we'll actually get anyone applying to work here. Maybe I should make a few posters and some more flyers too. Noe-san and Miyajima-san said they'd hand out flyers for us and having too many flyers never hurt anyone. If everything fails and no one applies, Sato did say she could ask a friend to help, but I'd rather not have to rely on Chisato so much. She's going to be an employee. What are you talking about? I like to be able to do as much as I can on my own. Right, yeah. Spring break ended, and I started going to my new school. Afternoons were filled with school and evenings busy with preparing the cafe for reopening. Each day passed by like a storm.
この前チラシ配ってた喫茶店のオープンってまだ？なんか気になってるんだよね。
Oh, will be opening up once the remodeling is done. So it'd probably be just before the Golden Week holidays in early May at best.
そっか。楽しみにしてるね。どんなお店だろうね。
Thanks. Please stop by once we're open. Oh yeah, we're also working on a new menu, so I'd love it if I could get your opinions on a few things.
え、そんなのもあるの？絶対協力する。新メニューできたら教えてね。
I'm still not used to being a part of this class, but I decided to hand out flyers to advertise the cafe. Most of the reactions I got were just like the one now. And it seems like everyone is looking forward to it. Yeah, but you know, those guys aren't important enough to have sprites, so they won't be employees. Handing out the flyers made it really easy for me to ask them questions, like what kind of sweets they like too. Things will only get more hectic once the remodeling finishes, but more than anything, I want Grandma to come back to a bustling, lively cafe, and then have a heart attack because she's so shocked that the cafe is more popular than it's ever been. There's a ton left to do, but a lot of people are looking forward to it. Gotta give it my all. I started going to school, and now it was approaching the end of April. The remodeling had been completed, and the day that I could once again open the cafe had come upon us. I dashed off to the cafe as soon as classes had ended. Everything had gone as smooth as could be up until now. My ideas for the new menu were all received by my classmates. Well received by my classmates. So they'll probably go over well with the regulars as well. Well. There were other shops in this town that young people would frequent, of course. I have no plans to try and steal their clientele. I am going to bring new customers to Tea Parlor Caramella, just by its own unique charm. That's all I'll focus on for now. I sit outside admiring the newly refurbished cafe. It looks exactly the same as as when I came here. When I first got here. Maybe the signage is different. I can't read kanji. There wasn't that much of a noticeable difference from the outside, but the interior of the cafe was almost completely redone. The only difference is that the chairs are now down. But we still don't have enough part-time staff. We were able to get someone to look after the cafe while I was in school during the day, but we still need staff for weekday evenings and holidays. At this rate, Chisato and I are going to have to do our best to handle things with just the two of us. Once we've reopened and things get going, there might be someone who comes to apply. Anyways, let's just do what we can for now. Let's take a look at the shop's interior.
こんにちは。 こんにちは。
Hello, silhouette girl A.
先ほどからそこに立っていましたけど、もしかしてこのお店の関係者の方ですか？
Huh? Ah, lens flare. One of the girls with a voice similar to the pleasant tinkle of a chime. The other has a gentle resonating voice. I turn around and standing there are two girls wearing my school's uniform. Bro, how intricate is the design of the... I don't even know what that is, but you know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. We're in the same grade, but are in different classes. I haven't talked to them before, but I've seen them around a few times since they stand out. Yeah, you think? White hair and pink hair. They're apparently pretty close, and never seen apart from each other at school. I'm the grandson of the person in charge, so I'm more or less the acting manager.
店長代理。すごいですね。私たちと同じ年ですよね。それで店長さんなんて。
Oh, shit. What the fuck did I click? Well, the acting manager, actually. I just moved here and I've never worked in the cafe, so... the cafe is not ready yet, but I'd be thrilled if you could come by again once we open.
見に来るだけじゃなくて、リシーちゃん、お願い。
Richer. Wait. Richer. It can't be, not be richer. Huh? Who's named you?
私も緊張しちゃって、なんて言ったら。じゃあ私が。
Okay, take it easy there now. Just watching how nervous the two of them are is making me nervous. What in the world could they want to say?
このお店でまだアルバイト募集してますか？私たち応募しようかどうか今日までずっと迷ってて、でも勇気が出なくてなかなか来られなくて、それでもう全部埋まっちゃいましたか？アルバイト募集は終わってますか？
Nope. We're still looking, actually. We're completely understaffed. It'd really help if you two could join the team.
リシちゃん、それって。キラちゃん。それじゃあ、私たち、ここで働けますか？
It sure does. As long as you can work the shifts, of course. Oh, do you think you could give me a copy of your resumes? What resumes?
履歴書、持ってくるように書いてあったよね。そういえば、どうしよう。私ゆっかりしてて。リシェちゃん、忘れちゃった？その顔はリラちゃんも？
Are they siblings? They act the same as each other.
どうしよう。
The two exchange uneasy glances with each other. Well, I can always take a look at their resumes later. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you give them to me later. Well, I guess if you two don't mind, we could do the interview inside the cafe right now.
面接？リシェちゃん、面接だって。 てだから。
Yeah, that's why I mean, what resume? Like, what you're gonna write down? They're gonna write down their name, age, school they went to, skills. Okay, there's no job experience. This is like you can give me their first job. I don't know.
ありがとうございます。お店の中を見せてもらってもいいんですか？
References? Yeah, each other. Of course, this will be the first time I see the interior of the cafe since remodeling finished. But come on in. As for training, there's another person here who's been working here much longer than me, so don't worry. Oh, but I'd like you to really take the time to think about if you're serious about working here after the interviews.
そんなことないです。私、リセちゃんと一緒にこのお店で働きたいってずっと話してたので。募集のポスターにあった絵ってここの制服なんですよね。それがすごく可愛くて憧れちゃうなって二人で話しててね。可愛くて着てみたいなって思ったから。そんな動機だとやっぱり不純でダメですか？
Actually, no, not at all. I thought that if the uniform is cute, then staff would want to work here longer. So I was kind of looking for someone that felt that way. At first, there wasn't any uniform design printed on the posters. But Chisato thought that if we came up with a cute design, then maybe girls would want to work here if they could wear it. So we updated the design, we updated the poster with the design afterwards. Ah, so this is all this is all fucking planned by Chisato so that only girls work here. Nice. Good job, Chisato. Does the poster even have design for male uniforms? Or is it just female uniforms? So even if a guy wanted to join, even if a guy wanted to work here, he'd have to wear the same uniform. Maid outfit. I never thought our idea would work this well. Besides, I think the uniform would look good on you two. Oh, you're hitting on them already.
似合うなんてそんな。リセちゃんには似合うと思うけど私には。
What do you mean? The only difference between you two is your hair and the color of it.
リナちゃんの方が絶対似合うと思うよ。
You two seem to be pretty close friends, so I guess it'd be a good idea if I try to schedule your shifts together. Geez, I'm speaking like I know you two will be working here for sure. Asaki, they came up to you and asked if they wanted to work here. What are you talking about? Clearly they do. What do you mean?
そんな全然それで大丈夫です。はい、ここでアルバイトしたくて来ましたから。
So then, you two are good with working here? You haven't even interviewed them.
はい。どうぞ。
The two of them look at me, continuously agreeing with what I had to say, just as nervous as the moment they stepped in at the shop, but we're still outside. If they're this nervous with me, then it's probably their first job in the service industry. I think it's their first job in general. I still have no experience as an acting manager either, so I think it would be good for us to work hard and grow together as the new staff of Caramella. I'd like the shop to be as lively, no, even more lively than it was in the past. There's still a lot of things I don't know, but can I count on you two to help me reach that goal? Cute. They still haven't changed. Their names haven't been updated yet. Still, Rira and Richa. Richa definitely is unique, so I'll give the game that. It'll be hard to forget. Their voices resonate throughout the beautiful blue sky. And with the spring sun shining down on us, their bright smiles bring warmth to my heart. Despite living in this new town on my own from my parents, I'll find a way to bring Grandma and Grandpa's beloved cafe back to its former glory. I'm not sure how things will go, and I have more than a few doubts and worries. But I'm sure it'll all work out. I'm not doing this alone. With everyone's help, we can do this one step at a time. Excitement in their voices is infectious. Oh, by the way, you haven't told me your names yet. I'm Asaki Ogisawa. The H is somewhere in between O and A.
私はリラちゃん大丈夫だよ。店長さんは噛みついたりしないか
How do you know that? Mr. Manager. It's a bit strange being called that, but I am the acting manager until Grandma gets back. Then what will you be after? I'll need to get used to it.
ら。怖いとかじゃなくて、自己紹介慣れてないから。
Especially if it's a boy I'm talking to.
それじゃあ、私から自己紹介するね。リラちゃんはその後でゆっくり自分のタイミングで。
Listen, if someone with a name like Richa can introduce themselves, Rira is a lot more normal of a name, so.
あ、名前言っちゃってた。店長さん、今のはノーカウントでお願いします。リセちゃん、いつもよりテンション高くない？そんなことないよ。私いつもこれくらい元気だよ。
Is it me or is it just me or do their cheeks look puffy? Right, like they're doing the constant pouty face, but they aren't pouting. Well, you two are both so energetic that it's making me a bit envious. Actually, so I take it you two are Rich and Rira then.
私は塩宮リシェって言います。瑠璃色のリに貝殻の貝と書いてリシェです。
Richa means azure shell. Okay, I was wondering why your parents would name you that. I mean, I would hope that it had a meaning.
岩坂リラです。
Even her last name is more normal than Richa's. She was so quiet that her voice sounded like it would fade away at any moment. But I did manage to hear what she said. Kiyonomiya and Niwasaka are pretty unusual last names. Not that I'm in any position to say that. I've seen a trend with these fucking last names. Kiyonomiya and Niwasaka, huh? Nice to meet you two.
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。リラちゃんカミカミ。でもそこが可愛いですよね、店長さん。
I couldn't agree with you more. Bro, how are you not sisters?
そんな急に可愛いとか全然。
We'll have to help you learn to relax and speak at the same time. Your stuttering is cute though. It'll attract customers.
別にそんなことないです。
No. Oh, saying she's cute all of a sudden is a bit careless of me. We've only just met. Rira's cheeks flush as she looks up at me. Yeah, it was definitely careless.
店長は変わった趣味なんですか？
Don't say it like that. That's cute. That's too cute. What? Her comment came at me so suddenly that I couldn't answer her back. What does she mean, weirdo?
リラちゃん、店長さんに毒舌はダメ。お仕事が始まる前から気まずくなっちゃうよ。
Oh right, I guess I'm your boss, huh?
でもリセちゃんと比べたら私全然可愛くないし。
Bro, that's what I mean. They have similar personalities.
そんなこと言うリラちゃんにはこうしてあげる。
What? Yonomiya hugs Niwasaka tightly, and of all things, begins tickling her.
ダメだよ。リセちゃん。
Well, they're showing off their marketability, so, you know, they'll be perfect employees.
こんなに可愛いのに意地っ張りだからだよ。店長さん、くすぐったがるリラちゃんってすっごく可愛いですよね。
Oh, yeah, why is Rira calling me a weirdo? I'm being provoked by Richa. What, Iwasaka doesn't look like she's enjoying being tickled, so you should probably let her go soon.
リセちゃん、もう許して。あ、やりすぎちゃった。でも楽しかった。
You want a fucking lamb face? A blep?
もう私は楽しくないよ。ごめんね、リラちゃん。
Don't fucking tee. You two sure are close.
別に。
But
そんな。私はいつもリラちゃんと遊ぶことばかり考えてるのに。時々元気すぎてついていけない。家でゆっくりしたい。ダメ。せっかく店長さんがいい人そうなのに。
Iwasaka is quiet and withdrawn, and in contrast, Shinomiya is exclusively energetic and outgoing. Yeah, I don't know why their personalities changed after the CG, but, you know, their personalities are almost the exact opposite of each other's. But, you know what they say, opposites attract. Probably why they're so close. I've never had a close friend like that, so I feel a bit envious of the two of them.
ゆっくりするのは後で大丈夫です。
No problem. You're probably a bit tired from talking out here for so long. So let's go inside. Oh, finally, they're gonna show the interior.
店長さんもまだ中に入ってないって言ってましたけど。
Yeah, it's just finished up yesterday. I'm excited to see what it looks like.
私は昔前のお店の時、小さい頃に一度。あ、リラちゃん来たことあるんだよね。中ってかなり変わっちゃいましたか？
Not really. We wanted to leave as much of the features of the shop as possible. So it's not like we gave it a total overhaul. Grandma wanted the cafe to be a bit more of an occidental, what does that mean? Feel to it, so that we could draw in some new customers. Oh.
カルメラの覚えてます。明るくて元気なおば
Yeah, too bad I don't even know her.
よかったね、リラちゃん。昔と全部変わっちゃってるわけじゃなくて。
You remember my grandma, huh? Huh. Thanks. It makes me happy to hear.
覚えてるのは少しですけど。
Even if it was just a little, you remember our shop. That must be a very special memory.
そうですか。いいなあ。私もここに来た思い出があったら懐かしかったんだろうな。
Let's make more memories from here on out. I'll do my best so that not only employees but customers too can make good memories of coming to our cafe. But first of all, I guess I should properly interview you two.
ここまで来て落ちちゃったりしたら。
Well, if that happens, we won't have a game.
店長さん、そんなことないですよね。私たちこんなに仲良くなれたのに。
I mean, you do go to the same school, don't you? So you don't need to work here to still be in touch with him. Ha. Don't worry about that. Anyways, let's head inside. You're guaranteed to be hired.
緊張して足が進まない。
There's nothing more important to a waitress than marketability. And their service. What?
リシェちゃん、先に行って。ダメ。リラちゃん、私のことはいいから先に。なんて。
You don't need to be so nervous. I'll go on ahead and you two can come in at your own leisure. They never go in.
私たちのために先に行ってくれるんですね。そんなに危ない場所なの。
No, it's not dangerous at all. Damn. I open the door and the apprehensive pair follow me inside from behind. I'm left bewildered by the sight before me. How much budget did they have? It looks completely different. Like, what did they keep? The ceiling?
はあ、とってもハイカラなお店ですね。
You got a circle window on the left and a rectangular one on the right. The two of them seem really impressed by the interior of the cafe. You put a lot of work into the remodeling, so I'm really glad. Yeah, you did a fucking Kitchen Nightmares-esque remodeling of this cafe.
あら、朝輝くん、後ろの二人はお客様？
My girlfriends, I mean new workers. Oh, good work today, Chisato-san. They're here for interviews.
そうなんだ。助かるわね。その制服ということは、朝輝くんと同じ学園ね。庭坂リラです。塩宮リシェです。よろしくお願いします。リラちゃんとリシェちゃんね。私は駒田千里。ここの厨房係をしているの。よろしくね。よろしくお願いします。そんなに緊張しなくてもいいのよ。私は怖いお姉さんじゃないから。
Yeah, you're a scary young lady.
違うんです。リラちゃんはすごく真面目でおとなしいだけなんです。怖がってるわけじゃないんです。真面目は言い過ぎ。引きこもりだから。
I don't think you should be blaming yourself as a hikikomori.
なるほど。ということは、社会勉強のためにバイト志望してくれたってことかしら。
Especially since that hikikomori would definitely not work in the service industry.
すごいすごいです、千里お姉さん。大正解です。制服が可愛かったので、そんなにしっかりした志望動機じゃないです。あら、それだって立派な志望動機よ。チラシに載せた制服のデザインを見て心を動かしてくれたんでしょ。はい、二人ですごく可愛いねって話してて、せっかくだからアルバイトしてみようかって。やっぱり制服のデザインをチラシに載せたのは正解だったわね。
Uh-huh. I never even once thought about doing that. So it's all thanks to you, Chisato-san. It's a coincidence too that there weren't any male uniform designs on the poster.
可愛い服っていうのはね、それだけで女の子を引きつけるのよ。私はあの広告で絶対に誰か来てくれると思ってたわ。それがこんなに可愛い女の子2人なんて。看板娘はこれで決まりね。
Like I said, they're marketable. Sato nods in satisfaction as she gazes at the pair. She's right about them being more than suitable to be the poster girls for the cafe and for the visual novel.
看板
And the only two girls that have routes.
リセちゃんはいいですけど、私は目立たない方が。
Well, that's hard to do with pink hair, so...
ところが募集してたのはウェイトレスさんだから、おのずと目立っちゃうのよね。
I'm making a joke about that. I didn't know they were being serious about it.
大丈夫です。リラちゃんは可愛い服を何でも着こなしちゃいますから、どんどん可愛い服を着せてあげてください。四季折々に合わせて制服を変えて、可愛いリラちゃんとリセちゃんを見てもらうのもいいわね。
That is true. Oh, shit.
リラちゃんとたくさんお揃いができるっていうことですね。
Hang on. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, now I'm more confused that why it took them so long for her to say something. Never mind.
勝手にそんな。店長も止めてください。
Well, you haven't been hired yet, so... sorry to ruin everyone's fun, but I think it'd be best not to change the uniforms so that we can leave more of an impression on customers.
あれ、そうなんですか。じゃあこの可愛い制服をいっぱい着てもらわないといけないですね。
If you want to change up the uniform, make it like a seasonal thing, not like a... Well, that's what she... What I mean is, like, for holidays, not... Like, if it's Easter, like, put bunny ears on, or Christmas, like Santa hats, stuff like that. New Year's, I couldn't come up with a joke.
ねえ、リセちゃんも着るんだよ。リラちゃんとお揃いの制服ですごく嬉しいよ。そういう反応をしてほしいんじゃなくて。
Richa is thrilled at the idea, but Lita, I can't not say it like with the Japanese role. I can say Richa fine because Richa's a word, not really. But Lita just sounds better. But Lita seems to be having some second thoughts. One thing is for sure though, she loves the cafe's uniform. I'm sure it will just be a matter of time until she gets used to it. What should we do for the shifts, Chisato-san? I was thinking that it'd be good to schedule them at the same times, but...
できれば週に2回、放課後に入ってほしいかな。 土日もどちらかに出てくれると助かるわ。できれば両方だけど、無理はしなくていいからね。
I think it might be tough to balance it with school, but what do you two think?
リラちゃんが出るときは私も全部出ます。
I mean, you say that, but you're doing the same thing, so, you know.
できるだけ頑張ります。体力には自信ないですけど。
I'm referring to Asashi, Asaki. I keep thinking of Asahi, like the beer brand, but yeah, never
慣れ
mind.
るまでは無理せず、休憩しながらやっていきましょう。二人だけじゃないし、私も店長もいるから大丈夫。
Asashi, I mean. There's still a ton of things that I'm not sure how to do, but let's do our best together without going overboard.
はい、頑張ります。頑張ります。
They still seem to have some doubts about things, but they're a bit more assured now. My first time entering the service industry too, but I'll have to do my utmost to learn quickly and be an example for them.
それにしても、庭坂さんも塩宮さんも逸材ね。ツインテールに、その、リセちゃんのそれは、うさ耳かしら？
Huh?
すみません。これつけたままでお仕事できないと困っちゃうんですけど。無理でしょうか。
Huh? I mean, I thought they were... I mean, I wasn't gonna question what they were, but... Bunny ears?
リセちゃんは変わった子なので、いつもつけてます。
Yeah, I can tell.
そんなこと言わないで。だって好きなんだもん。
いいのよ。それすごく似合ってると思うわ。
そうですよね。よかった。変だと思われたらどうしようかと思いました。それと、ツインテールじゃなくて、ツーテールです。
What's the difference?
そうなの？お姉さん初めて知ったわ。リラちゃんの豆知識ね。
それほどでもないです。
Lila has a pretty sharp tongue, huh? Not everyone can spit out retorts like that. That's what I love about her. It could come off as a bit rude though. So we'd better have her practice serving customers in a cheery, happy manner. We're all newbies here. So I think we should practice waiting tables before our big opening. You think you could help teach us, Chisato-san?
ええ、もちろん。なんだったら私のこと千里先生って呼んでもいいのよ。
She said Chisato Sensei, but the translation says Ms. Komada.
よろしくお願いします、千里先生。
It doesn't really work, right? Because Chisato is and Komada are different names. Just because it's her last name? Never mind.
それはちょっと恥ずかしいかも。
自分で言ってなんだけど、正直素直にそう言われると照れちゃうわね。やっぱり普通でいいわ。
Also, I don't know why they're localizing the Chisato Sensei when they use Chisato-san. Like, if you're gonna do if you're gonna localize anything, at least change Chisato-san to Miss Chisato. Never mind.
そうですか？千里先生って呼び方も悪くないと思ったんですけど。
Well, I think we'll just keep it at Chisato, okay? Thank you. Thank God.
でも接客練習を始めるならその前にやることがあるわよね。
やることって何ですか？なんだろう。
Oh, I forgot. Yes, you two are hired. I'm looking forward to working together.
リラちゃん、採用だよ。私たちこのお店で働けるんだよ。よかった。ダメかと思ってたから。
What do you mean? We'll make sure to pay you during your training period too. So is it okay if we start training you next time you come by?
ありがとうございます。リラちゃんと一緒に一生懸命頑張ります。リセちゃんと一緒だから頑張る。
その息よ。一緒に頑張っていきましょう。
Is there anything we needed to get done before the end of today, Chisato-san? Like, bro, why is this one not? Why is Chisato-san not localized?
たくさんあるわよ。それじゃあまずお店の中を案内するところから始めましょうか。
よろしくお願いします。お願いします。
まずはここ厨房ね。ウェイトレスさんも出入りがあると思うからどこに何があるか把握しておくといいかも。
普通のお家のキッチンとあんまり変わらないんですね。
そうね。カウンターが普通のキッチンより大きくて広いくらいかしら。
ポスターにはメニューが新しくなるってありましたけど。
Oh, that's right. There are gonna be things on the menu that stay. We're planning on adding some new items to along with our reopening.
残るのもあるんですね。よかった。
There are the regulars' favorites too, so we can't just scrap everything. We'd like to be able to come up with even more new things to offer on the renewed menu, though. As long as you don't come up with a lot of new things, right? You need to keep the ingredients low. The ingredients variety low, right?
でも私と朝木くんだけで考えるのも限界があるからアルバイトに入ってもらう人にもアイデアを出してもらっているの。
Possible. I'd like to get some input from you two, too.
お菓子普段作らないので。
Okay, so you like more savory.
いいんですか？私もお菓子はクッキーくらいしか作れないので専門的なことはわかりませんけど。
I didn't realize you had to make sweets to be knowledgeable on them, but okay, you do you.
気兼ねなく思いついたことを言ってちょうだい。こういうお菓子が流行ってるっていうのも参考になるからそれでも助かるわ。あ、それより先に2人の好き嫌いを聞いておきたいかも。メニューの参考になるかもしれないしね。
好きなもの、いちごと豆大福。
Oh,
豆大福？それならうちの喫茶店の名物メニューよ。よかったら食べていく？
違います。いちごが好きです。それだけ。
甘いからダイエットで控えてるとかかしら。でもリラちゃんすごくスタイルいいわよね。
そうですよね。リラちゃんって同性から見ても惚れ惚れするスタイルの良さなんです。そんなことない。お休みの日はずっと寝てるし。
なるほど、インドア派なのね。ところで2人は 洋菓子派？和菓子派？
洋菓子派なんですけど、ここの名物メニューだっていう豆大福も気になります。だから和菓子もこれから好きになれたらいいなって思います。
Okay, so the girl that Asaki met on the swing was Rira. I thought it was Richa because of the fucking name. You know, considering that they pointed out how weird their names were. But according to Richa, she doesn't know about black bean daifuku, so, you know. What is your favorite dessert, Shionomiya-san? There are a lot of different kinds when it comes to Western sweets, so I'm curious.
私ミルフィーユが好きなんです。和菓子は気になるなって思うんですけど、普段はあまり食べる機会がなくて。
If I had a nickel for every time this fucking dessert was brought up in a visual novel, I would have 3 nickels. And I don't want them. I can't pronounce it. Stop making me pronounce it.
そう、それが問題なのよね。和カフェだけど、和のメニューで押しすぎちゃいけないのよ。
Don't you dare make me fucking say the word.
そこでカフェ要素が生きてくるわけ。抹茶ミルフィーユとかあるでしょ？
Me personally, I would have picked churros.
そうですよね。抹茶を使ったケーキってたくさんありますし、あんこと生クリームも結構合いますし。
It's a lot easier to pronounce. Wow, just chatting a bit has spouted lots of ideas.
そうね。時期はもう過ぎちゃったけど、桜のスイーツとかもそのうち限定でできるかも。
I mean, seasonal varieties of menu items, or seasonal menu items is definitely a popular idea.
リセちゃんはさくらんぼが好きです。
Like, bro, Starbucks has perfected it with the fucking shamrock, frappes. I don't know. I've never been to Starbucks. They don't have them here. The pumpkin spice lattes is the most popular I can think of since I remember the fucking name.
なるほど。季節のメニューに使うのもいいわね。夏が旬だからその頃に使ってみましょうか。
Also, I was thinking of the fucking shamrock shake from McDonald's. I don't even know if Starbucks has a St. Patrick's Day beverage, coffee. I mean, like, add a bit of alcohol to it, and that's seasonal, right?
わあ、さくらんぼのメニューが増えるかもしれないんですね。嬉しいです。夏が今から楽しみ。
Also, I forgot to lower the volume back down. From the intro. Oops.
よかったね、リセちゃん。
季節の果物を使った和菓子は多いから、それを応用して期間限定商品でメニューを増やすのもいいかも。
リラちゃんの好きなイチゴも定番の材料ですよね。和風の感じとも合いますし。
Oh, well, we sell black bean daifuku, so we could always do a strawberry daifuku as well. Oh, that'd be nice.
あら、それもいいわね。いちごの甘酸っぱさで甘みがあっさりするし。
いちご大福。
She's in love.
想像しただけですっごく美味しそう。ね、リラちゃん。うん。
Ida has a bit of a troubled expression on her face. Maybe she doesn't like them.
店長は好きなものあるんですか？
Don't you dare. Don't you dare say that French dessert. I don't usually eat sweets, but I love our cafe's black bean daifuku.
かゆこさん、ここの正式な店長なんだけど、その人が作ってるの。すっ ごく美味しいのよ。朝輝くん、小さい頃に遊びに来るとよく食べてたのよね。
Grandma's black bean daifuku are so delicious. I can eat them at any time of the day or year.
でも若い人にはあんまり人気がないみたいなのよね。本当に美味しいし、カルメラの名物メニューだからなんとか売っていきたいんだけどね。
そうだったんですか。じゃあやっぱり豆大福だけじゃなくて、いちご大福とかクリーム大福とかもあったらいいかもしれないですね。ここのお店の大福が美味しいって分かったら、他の種類のも食べたくなると思います。
なるほど。確かに種類があった方が手は出しやすいわよね。やっぱり女の子が来てくれると甘いものの話は盛り上がるわ。
Okay, but you don't want to become a daifuku specialty shop, okay? You don't want to pigeonhole yourself into one specialty. Well, one dessert. I'm sorry, I can't add more to the conversation. Yeah, Mr. I'm gonna own this cafe, but I don't like sweets. Looking ass.
君は君で頑張ることがあるから大丈夫。でも若い女の子のお客様には増えてほしいし、新しいお客様が増えて活気のある店内を見たら、かよこさんも喜ぶでしょうね。
かよこさんって店長のおばあちゃんですよね。
Yep, she's the owner. She's hurt her back though, so she's taking some time off from the cafe.
よかった。
Thanks for the concern. You'd be happy to hear that an old customer was asking about her.
リラちゃん、もっと喜んでもらうために一緒に頑張ろうね。
Well, actually, to be fair, Vita is definitely a more forgettable name than Richer. So, you know what? I get it.
でも接客まだ自信ない。
そう、その接客の練習を始めるためにしなきゃいけないことがあるのよ。まず制服を作るために2人の体のサイズを測らせてもらうわね。
Yeah, you're getting them custom fucking made.
サイズ今からですか？
You gotta color coordinate that shit. You gotta make one blue and you gotta make one pink. I know which one's which because I saw the intro.
ちょっと前に服屋さんで測ったからそれで。
I also saw the main menu.
ダメ。お姉さんはね、2人に少しでも窮屈な思いをしてほしくないの。
締め付けられるのいや。私もそうだけど、でもまだ心の準備が。
心配しなくていいのよ。すぐ終わるから。全部私に任せておきなさい。
Chisato, why are you looking at them like that?
恥ずかしいです。もしかして服を脱いで測るんですか？
もちろん。大丈夫。女性同士なんだからそんなに恥ずかしがらなくていいのよ。あ、下着はつけたままでいいからね。
I think I'll see myself out. Have fun, you two, you three. I seem pretty embarrassed, Chisato-san. Maybe it's best if you just...
店長さんが助け舟を。でもリラちゃんが測られるのはいいけど、自分は恥ずかしいよ。
Ain't no way you just threw Rita under the bus.
リセちゃんだけお先に。私はまた後日。
I don't think I want to be here. You girls have fun.
心配しないで。誰にも口外しないし、制服を作るのに使うだけよ。大丈夫。大丈夫。どうしてそんなに楽しそうなんですか？
What gave it away, Richa?
リ 私はリラちゃんが先でもいいじゃない。
遅かれ早かれ測ることになるんだから覚悟して。ああ、君はちょっと厨房から出ていくように。
Where are they going? Oh, okay. Please don't go crazy over there. Sorry, you two. I couldn't stop Chisato.